Hello everyone, my name is Mike and I'm co-founder of shoppingwithcarrie.com, and I want to welcome you to my first video. Hopefully this is the first in a long line of videos that are a little educational, a little inspirational, and a little entertaining. I'm sure once my kids get around, because I can't always contain them, people will get a little kick out of them and what goes on in our house. But I wanted to just give you a little bio on myself. I'm 35. I'm married to my wife Carrie for 7 years, and we have 3 small children. Nicholas, who is 6, he turned 6 yesterday, so happy birthday, Nicky. Jordan Rose, who turned 4 recently, and Corey, our youngest, who turned 3. So as you can see, my wife and I had 3 kids in a very short period of time, just really under 3 years. And that had a big impact on who we are and what we do. And the reason why I wanted to put this video together is that my wife and I own a business, an online business, and for the last 6 months it has just progressively grown and made us a little bit more and a little bit more every day and every month. And we have friends and family that always ask us, why did you start a business, especially in the beginning? What are you, crazy? You're starting a business in this economy? And I don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. My income wasn't cutting it. It just wasn't enough. And although I have a good career and I do very well and I run a business for other people, it wasn't enough to support my family. So my wife and I were, over the years, were digging into our savings just more and more every day, every month, to pay for our bills. You know, we didn't go out, we didn't take vacations, we couldn't afford to. And the savings account that we had just dwindled more and more and more and more every month. And we started to do everything we could to save money. Our first kid had, brand name Pampers and clothing and just, the top of the line, whatever. By the time our second kid came, now that it was a girl, we couldn't reuse any of the clothes from the boy, so we couldn't afford all those other things. And, anybody that has multiple children knows, the first always gets a little bit more than the second. But we started to buy the store-made brands. My daughter was walking around in grocery chain diapers, which turned out actually pretty good. They didn't bust and rip as much as the brand name ones, but we started to do whatever we could to save money. We would buy in bulk, and we would buy the no-frills brands, and that became our life. That became our lifestyle. It was just, we needed a minivan. We had to, get rid of a car and go to a minivan. And we didn't get the minivan with the entertainment system and the LCD screen. We just got a minivan, plain minivan. So, not that long ago, about 6 months ago, my wife's cousin came to her with this opportunity. And she talked to my wife, and my wife came to me, and my wife explained this opportunity where we can own our own business, possibly. And I just immediately said, no. We don't have the time and the resources to dedicate to a business. What are you, out of your mind? So my wife just was being persistent. She said it was also an avenue for us to save money. So I started looking into this opportunity. And I eventually decided, after about a month of investigating and looking into it, that I would jump in. So we jumped in. And at first, we used it just as a way for us to save money. And what we did was we bought a shopping portal. And the shopping portal has links to, at the time, it had links to several hundred retailers. And we can shop through this portal at any of these retailers. A lot of them are big retailers that we all know and shop through, and others weren't. They were lesser known, just strictly an online presence. And we began to shop through there. Instead of running to the store to go buy, kitchen pots and pans, or pictures for the walls, and hairspray, and deodorant, and clothing, and toys for the kids, we would just open up our computer, go into our shopping portal, shop through that, without leaving the house, of course, have it delivered, and earn cash back on those purchases. So it was basically, in essence, like our own shopping mall where everything was on sale for us, to us. So we would see this, and we got back a few $100s one month, and so I started to ask my friends and my family, hey, instead of shopping online and going directly to blah, blah, blah store, why don't you use my portal to go through there, because I'll earn cash back. And our family and our friends were very nice and generous, looking to help us out, and they shopped through our site. So, I see these purchases popping up, and I say to my wife, did you buy, $100 worth of stuff from so-and-so store? And she'd say, no. Then I knew it was, a friend or a family member. And I started to really now look at this business opportunity of how we can turn this into a business. And I did. It just was a no-brainer to me. It seemed like a way where I can kind of do two things. I can kind of make some extra money and not really have to sell something or push something. I can just ask people to do what they normally do, which is shop. And shop through our site, and I'd earn some cash back. And I said, what was the benefit to them? Well, what if I provided them with the coupon codes to save money, the discount codes? So, I started to just think, and I took this business and I created a website, which is a no-frills website. It's not flashy, it's not fancy, it doesn't have a lot of stuff going on, but it was just a way for me to market this to people, friends and family and people I saw throughout the day in my full-time job, and my wife would see dropping off the kids to school with other parents. And I created this no-frills website, and it worked. I would have people go there. So then a few weeks ago, not maybe 3-4 weeks ago, I started a blog, and I tied my blog into that website. So all told, I've spent to get this business started and going and to maintain the business, I spent about $1,000, and the income just got bigger and bigger. So why did I start our own business? It was kind of out of necessity, and it wasn't started initially as a business. And then I saw the potential, and we turned it into a business. And it was already tailor-made to be a business. I just didn't look at it that way. So that is the reason why I decided to kind of try to maybe document our growth and try to share with people that I've looked at a lot of things. I've researched so much over the last 6 months, and there's a lot of people out there that are making a heck of a lot of money online, and I want to be one of them. Who wouldn't? And I said, what are they doing that I'm not? What are they doing that I can't do? And I thought about it, and I just kept researching. And I said, there's really nothing. They don't have anything that I don't have. They're not doing anything that I can't do. So it just amazed me, and it actually annoyed me. And I just put my mind to it that I'm going to make it work. And that's why I do it. So hopefully I can pass on some things to people that I've learned along the way. People can hopefully share some things with me. And we can just kind of document this thing. And that's what I wanted to do. And hopefully just have people see that I can do it. And with my wife and struggle with 3 kids and go from apartment to apartment, and then start a business and have it be successful and have it be online, anybody can. It just takes being aggressive and not aggressive to the point where you're annoying, but just aggressive to where you step out of your comfort level and you take that chance. Because believe me, it's a big chance. I didn't have the money to do anything. I put everything I did with my business, I got it going with credit. It was just, what's the way it is. That's really the only way to do things online. You can't stick money into the computer. You got to do everything with a credit card. So it just turns out I'm glad I did. So hopefully you tune in. We can share a lot of information. I can pass on some things that I'm learning, and we can take it from there. So thank you, and we'll see you soon.